Yeah, I have some information on that. It's only just coming in. There's actually one dolphin, and we're not sure of the species yet, and that dolphin has died. And there are 2 greys-beaked whales, which are currently being refloated by the Department of Conservation.
What whales, sorry? What was the name?
Greys-beaked whales. They're about 4 to 5 metres long, there's 2 of them together. So it looks like they'll be refloated successfully. Our wildlife pathologist is going out to do a post-mortem on the dead dolphin, just to check and see if there's any relationship to the Rena oil spill, but in early stages we don't think that's the case. There was, yeah, we think so, but we're not taking we're taking that seriously. We're going to investigate it. Similarly, down at Tikaha yesterday, there was a strap-toothed whale came ashore. Our wildlife pathologist went out and investigated that, and that turned out to be a ship strike. The poor old girl had been struck in the head by a boat, destroyed her sonar, and she came aground after that. Again, nothing to do with the Rena oil spill.
What whale was that?
That was a strap-toothed whale.
Strapped.
Yep. Medium size.
Greg, what was the dolphin?
We don't know the species of the dolphin yet. No?
What's the status with volunteers? It's been reported in the paper today that there were down to 12 volunteers on the beach, which I find completely unbelievable.
It's probably a no question on this one.
I mean, because we've got, 6,500, 7,000 on volunteers of some actually, they can't be down to 12, sure.
Thank you. We've been finding actually that the volunteer brigade has been registered at over 7,500, but we've actually been having not some issues, but some areas where we've been putting the call out, but not quite receiving the volunteers down on the beach to come up and front up for the work. I guess the issues around that it's during a working week. We've got a weekend coming up, and I think Pim yesterday talked about the activation of the volunteers and whether we could look at perhaps people wider afield coming in to help on the beaches. That said, we're still dealing with sporadic oiling along the beaches, and we're really appreciating, I think, some of the corporations now during the working week come through and fill up some of the volunteer type spots that are available. So that side's working particularly well. The actual individual volunteers coming down on the beaches, I think we're just seeing a gradual wind down, and that's probably commensurate with the amount of oiling that we're finding, or re-oiling of the beaches that we're probably not finding.
What's the status with the Coromandel Peninsula? I know you said modelling and things that there might have been possibly south of Tonga. What's the latest on Coromandel?
Coromandel's at the moment pretty clear of oil. We've had clear oil reports through the areas that were lightly oiled, I think about 10 days ago, from Waihi, Matakana, and really the areas that have the heavier oil are around Papamoa. But the Coromandel itself, we have a couple of people stationed up in Whangamata, just in a coordination sense, and we've got some equipment up there in a just-in-case sense. One of the Coromandel mayors has been quite proactive in sourcing some heavy equipment to assist with the container recovery off the beach, but we're not seeing any trajectory or any sort of influence to take the oil that's currently around the Rena and push it up around the Coromandel areas.
Do you think there's still passion from the volunteers to be part of this operation, to put themselves in the situation of being part of the cleanup crew? Bearing in mind it's been 3 weeks and 3 days now, and there hasn't been a major oiling, just a little. Do you think there's still that drive for people out there in the community to actually be part of this?
I think the passion was really heightened at the start of the incident, and what we're seeing now is probably because there hasn't been any re-oiling of the beaches, just a decrease in some of that focus and a decrease in some of the attention on the oil that's coming ashore. The volunteers themselves, when they've been on the beaches, have been absolutely fantastic. They've followed a lot of our protective equipment needs, our needs to equip them with protective equipment, and they've followed a lot of the training that has been put in place for them. So from that aspect it's been really good, but I think you're right. I think we're seeing a bit of a decline in the passion that's out there to go up and just get on the beaches and do more of the infinitesimal work that occurs. And that said, in the second stage or second phase of beach cleanup, we tend to put mechanical means on the beach anyway and try for an environmental recovery as opposed to the manual labour that's involved with recovery of some of the oil. So in trialling some of the mechanical equipment, we may see that starting to overcome the manual labour that's on the beach. But again, it depends on whether there's going to be any more mass re-oiling of the beaches.
What was the apparent cause of death of the dolphin?
Rena?
Well, the dolphin has only just died, and the pathologist is on the beach at the moment, so we don't have a cause of death at this stage. But it will. Yeah. But our wildlife pathologist is board certified, and he will do his best to get to a cause of death.
And I'm sorry if I'm asking a question which is really nice. Do you believe this is related to the oil?
No, I don't believe it's related to the oil, but we are investigating the possibility, both by doing the gross post-mortem and then we will be doing further hydrocarbon tests to make sure. When we're out on the beaches like this with our wildlife crews, we find natural mortalities that would have occurred and generally not been recognised, and I think this is one of those.